Alright, I brought the little scooter over here for Lil Dirtbike to weld for me. And he's got this one gusset plate on already. And he's going to put the other one on. Go ahead, buddy, flip it over. Lay it flat, buddy. That way we can. No, the other way, the other way. No, that way. You're right. Okay. Oh, try not to beat it up too much because I'm not painting that. Oh, jeez. Alright. I'll turn you guys back on. I'm going to have to hold this up here for you. Alright. Get this one tacked in place. Go ahead, buddy.
Alright, buddy.
Don't let me get in your way. Yeah. You see that, buddy? That's why I let him do my welding. Look at that. Look at that weld. Plus his machine here is a 170 amp and mine's only a 130, and his has a longer duty cycle. He likes his better, which I understand. Alright, you guys seen enough welding. Let me shut you down. What do I see? What do I see? Alright, we're all done here. So I guess take us home and we'll paint it up now. Thanks a lot, buddy.
No problem, buddy.
See you there, Daddy.
Hey.
Alright, it's the next day. Little Dirtbike welded that up for me. That was Saturday, and today's Sunday. I couldn't paint, couldn't do nothing. It rained all day long. Not even a break. But what I did is I grabbed the carburetor and we rebuilt the carburetor here. So that's good to go. And I cleaned this tank up a little bit so I can paint that at the same time I paint the little scoot there. So we'll see if we can find something else. I'm sure there's something else we can do, like maybe see if I have enough seals. We'll put some seals in the block and in the side plate there. I should have at least 2. Alright, you take a break, I'll go see if I have any. Alright, got the backing plate here, and that's got a seal we got to remove, and then we got the block itself, then we got a seal here we got to remove. So I checked, and I did. I was able to find 2 seals. That's all we need. And I'm thinking to myself, I'm saying, I don't even remember this box here, because this is like a newer box. And I looked a little further, and sure enough, I had some. I had these. These are a little older. But I think we got 7 of them left, so we're in good shape here. I like to keep them in stock because you know, I deal a lot with these engines, and they all use the same seal. So we'll get rid of these red ones because they're newer, they're probably fresher. All right, if I can get behind these, I like to get behind them and hit them. And this one here, I think I can get behind. Let me get the engine out of the way there so we don't hit it with a hammer. And then I'll just get the magic hammer and hit him from behind. And yeah, they're going to get damage coming out, but it doesn't matter. You're going to replace them. This one's just about out. You guys in view. There we go. Stuck right on the end of the screwdriver. Alright. Now I'll just clean that out a little bit. You know what? That came out so hard. That looks like they had some silicone or something in there. I don't know. That should have popped out easier than that. But with this one here, I can't really get to it. You know, I have to get a smaller screwdriver and get it in there. But another way to pop these out. And I wouldn't do this with a show engine because I'd scratch it. But this one here, I don't really care too much. Plus it's black and I can touch it up if I want to. You just get in behind it there and sort of it out. You see, I'm scratching the paint, but like I say, it doesn't matter to me on this one. And then it comes right out. You're still there. Wow, this seal was in real bad shape. It's brittle. Okay. Now, I'm going to actually get a wire wheel and clean that out so that's pristine. Alright, I'll get back to these when I finish. Here you go. Yeah, just that little bit of cleaning is going to make that so much easier to put them seals in. Alright. Got a block of wood here so to absorb some of the shock, because under here is actually a piece of rubber, and this here will make it a little sturdier. Alright, now I'm just going to take this and stick it in here, and I'm just going to tap it, just try to get started. And look at it and make sure it's kind of level, and it does. It looks pretty level. And then get something about the same size of it, and that's in this case 7/8. So I'm just going to put that on there, and then go to town with the magic hammer here. And you try to set it in pretty level, and that's going in pretty good. And then you just go down to it sounds like it's solid. I think we're there. Okay. Good job, Road King. Alright. Now we'll get this one. You guys still in view? We'll do the same thing. See that? That's why I said you want to try and make it level. You can ruin these, and I've seen it done. I wouldn't say I did it myself, but I've seen it done. I just thought I shouldn't have said that, because then I'll be doing it. I'll be ruining it. Alright, it sounds like it's about there. Alright. There you go. Alright, these two old used ones here I'm going to put on eBay, and feel free to bid on them. Nah, I'm only kidding. They're going right in the garbage. Alright. Let's see what else we can do. You know what we can do? We can put the points and maybe the coil back on this. I don't think we ever checked the coil, but I want to assume it's good and put it on here. So maybe we'll do that. Every little bit that we get ready is going to take less time for us to slap this thing together when the boys get here. Alright, take a break. Alright. Yeah, this may be a little boring to some of you, so if you shut it down, I'll understand. But let's see if we can figure out how to put this back together now. I think we'll start with a plunger. Put that in. That goes in this little hole right here. I'll try to keep things tilted so you can see them. Okay. It goes in that little hole. And then I think we'll put the points on. You got a little titty sticking up here and then a little hole. And one end goes on the hole, that way it moves. See if we can find the right screw here. Alright, like I said, I'm gonna try and stay in view for you. Let me just, I'm not gonna snug up on that yet, just so it don't fall in my lap. Alright. Alright. Now let's put the condenser in, capacitor. I think we deemed that was okay. If the engine don't run, we'll know why, right? Has two little titties sticking up, and then you just stick that on there. I'll stick the screw in here. I need a thinner screwdriver. I'm hitting my condenser. Alright, that works. Now we'll bend this. Can you see it? This goes up inside of here. There we go. I'm not going to tighten it down yet because when we put the coil on, the coil wire is going to come into there. Alright. Huh. I think we're ready for the coil already. Alright, let me see if I can find the coil. Don't go away. Alright. Yeah, we found the coil. And if I recall, we couldn't check this because we had everything taken apart. So I cleaned it up, and we're going to assume it works. And if it doesn't, then we'll take it apart. But I cleaned it up, and I found the wire. And the wire is kind of stiff, and you know, it's got a rusted terminal on it and stuff like that. So I think we might replace that. But we're not going to do that right now. We're just going to put this on. This, you fish this through the little hole. There's a hole there. And then it actually comes down. Let me put a little hook in this so I can grab it. Okay. Then that comes down like this. That's your shut-off cable. And we'll get these 4 screws here. 4 long screws. And this ground, make sure you ground it right here. Can you see that? That ground goes right in there. Alright, then you get your spin tight. And for now, I'm just going to have it set all the way up here. Because we're going to have to adjust that once we put it back on the machine. Alright, let me tighten these screws down and I'll turn you back on. No sense of wasting your time. Alright, got the coil on there. It's just snugged up a little bit. And I pulled this wire back a little so there isn't any slop. But this wire here, I'll tilt it down if you can see that. But that goes on this side of this. And this thing has like a little saddle on it, you know. So it clamps down on one side and then this clamps down on the other. And then you just tighten up on this. I don't want to get goofy and then just tuck these out of the way. And like I say, this one here, that goes up top here, so that don't get in the way of anything. All right, so everything is on there, ready to go. But since I have the crank out and it's accessible, we can actually put the crankshaft in there and adjust the points. So we'll be one step ahead of the game. Now let me see if I can find the crank. All right, found the crank here. I'll put my glasses on so I can see what you guys see. Alright, I found the crank here. This is the crank that Mike clad welded and actually Lil Dirtbike clad welded, and then Mike had to reclad weld it on the end there. because it was cattywampus, but did a real nice job on it, and it's perfect. Okay, but this is the end we got to worry about now. And don't worry about this. I mean, this gets covered by our Kickstarter, and this part is good. So, and the threads are perfect. So everything here is perfect. It looks like hell, but that ain't going to affect us. But right now, we're just going to adjust the points. So you got the little plunger in there, and I'm just going to pull this down with points, so that little plunger moves out of the way for us. Probably don't have to do that, but make it that much easier, right? Alright, here we go. We're in there. We're in. Oh yeah. Before I do that, I'll show you what's going on here. Where you at? You see this little indent right here? That's what opens and closes your points. Just that little indent right there. The rest of it's all round. And then when it hits that, it closes. Now when it hits that, it opens. Open, close, open, close, open, close. So that's that. So that's what you need. You need that little indent. Alright, where were we? We digress. Alright, get that in there. And let's see. I didn't even adjust nothing and touch it, but if you look at them points are already opening and closing, so you see what's going on there. So now what you got to do, I got to try and set you up so you can see it, and so I can work on it. But I'm going to. This is awkward. This is awkward. I'm going to tighten these points a little bit, and then I'm going to turn this. See, right now they're not closing. I got my 20 thousandths gauge here. So let me loosen that. Turn it. There we go. Open. Close. Alright, open. So now, when they're open, you want 20 thousandths. Like I said, I'm trying to do this so you guys can see, but I want to be able to see myself. Alright, yeah, I turned these off because I was in an awkward position and I couldn't really adjust them right. But let me see if I can zoom you in. You can see what I did. Alright. Keep you on the points here. See me turn it? I'll try and hold it steady. You see the points going up and down, so they're right at 20 thousandths. Got my little gauge here. Alright, your back is off here. I think I shut you off by accident. Alright. Like I said, you don't have to worry about all this this right here, that pitting and stuff, because that's where our starter goes on, our Kickstarter. And the nuts are good, and that's everything. And this here, that's the only thing that has to sit on there. And inside there, it's sitting on enough stuff there that's stable. So we're okay with that, and you're not going to see it. So, you know, here you go. All right, let me go check the time on this video, and if we got some time, maybe we'll make a wire. All right. Yeah, we got a few minutes left on this tape, so I'm going to make another wire here. And I was looking in the box here, and I came across the wire I needed, and then I found a little piece, and I said, oh man, let's see. And it would probably work. You know, it's pretty close. Only about maybe an inch shorter than that one. You know, and I said, with my luck, it would be too short. So then I pulled out the wire, and as I pull out the wire, there's already one here made up, so I don't have to solder an end on it. I like to put the round ends on, and then here's a spark plug I'm using, and take the old spark plug out. The top spins off, and then put let's see here, and put a brass thumb nut on it. You know, it gives it the older look. But we don't have to make one, so all I have to do is I'll cut this one down. Like I say, it's a little bit longer. So we'll cut it down and maybe just tin the end of it and then put it on our machine over there. Alright, let me throw you guys up on the tripod again. Hold on. Alright, here's the wire. Like I say, it already has the clip soldered on there, so all we do is size it up. And we'll cut where we want. I'll cut about right here. I think they call it solid core wire, I'm not sure. But that's what we're using. We get a razor blade and then just going to cut off just the rubber. Gonna leave a good tang there so I can wrap it around pretty good. Okay. And all I do is I just roll it. And then twist it sometimes, and that ought to be good enough. Didn't meet up with the other cut there. Okay, there we go. Now I'm just going to twist that. Can you see that? Twist it, and then I got my little man here to hold this stuff for me while I tin it. Alright, got the soldering iron plugged in. Still there with me? Move this out of the way. Pull this in a little bit. Alright. Give us a chance to heat up. Alright, heating up pretty good. I'm gonna put it here so I can hold it. You guys, I know some people will say I'm not doing it right, but whatever works. Alright, here you go. Alright. Like I said, I'm only tinning that so it holds all the wires together. And we can wrap it around the coil lead there. Alright. Let me bring this up, but I'm gonna get rid of some of this stuff. Alright, where you at? Alright, I'm gonna bring this through the backing plate here. And then I'm not gonna need all that, I'm gonna send most of that back, but then just gonna send this through here. You see that wire is a little stiffer than it would have been. And then just shove it down there and squeeze it. Squeeze it on there. You see there's solder on here, or solder, whatever the you Englishmen call it, but you're not supposed to solder it, you know, because like I said, we don't know if this coil's any good or not. But you're only supposed to crimp them in place there. And then this should be okay. And then I take this off and put a thumb screw on. Give it that old-fashioned look. I think I got the right nut. There we go. And we'll be good to go. Alright. I'd say that's enough for this one, huh? Alright. Enough of this.